Hello and welcome. This is Scanner, and we're back with some more Neo Scavenger, continuing on with my I'm Not a Cannibal playthrough. And we got the job from Hatter that I've gotten in the past, where we have to go to the military base, and it is far up in the north. And last time we had to do this, I find it interesting that Hidden Lake is still on the map, but I guess, oh well. There's a lot of dangerous stuff up here. I got fairly close to where it was in my last playthrough, and then dogmen killed me. This time I feel like we're a little bit better prepared, we're a little bit better armed, so hopefully... Oh, maybe I should bring the map back to where we are before I close out of it. Unfortunately, the map is very sensitive. There we go. Alright, so... I think we're ready to go. As far as stuff that we have in our inventory, I have some shotgun ammo, which I am actually thinking about selling at this point. If I were able to get a shotgun, it'd be very valuable to me to keep hold of these. And I was kind of holding it on the hope. We do have to pick this up, by the way. This is one of the items that we need for the quest. So if I hadn't taken that, that would have been bad. It is going to weigh me down, though, having this, and it is worth money. I could just keep it, though. I think, oh, speaking of which, there's some things I didn't sell. So we are going to go back to the junk market. I might spend the night in the Detroit megacity if I can. I'm not exactly sure if that's something I can do or not. But I'm going to go ahead and sell these cell phones here for a little bit of money. Not a lot, but it's something. Could buy a pill bottle to add to the pain pills that I have. I could also buy more pistol rounds, and this is the one thing I'm considering doing. So I get rid of the shotgun rounds and I add on more pistol rounds. This gives us more sustain, I think, for what we have in mind for this mission. The shotgun rounds won't give us everything as far as, yeah, I think that's right. Why don't we feed the weapon we have rather than keep a hold of a weapon that we might keep a hold of ammunition for a weapon we might never see. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell all of this. Oop, I've got that one at a time thing going on. We'll grab all of this. And I think I'm actually going to switch out what ammo I have in the pistol. Because at this point, we have more full metal jacket rounds than we have hollow points. So I'm going to go with that. All right. I think we're pretty good to go for this mission. We've got a decent ammunition for our pistol. I'd rather have a shotgun than a pistol, but all things being the same, I think we'll be all right with the pistol. We've got the bow and arrow for most situations. The pistol is going to be for emergency situations, more or less. I'm actually tempted to have the bow in my hand rather than the pistol and just put the pistol in my pack. I might even keep it more durable by having it in my pack because it won't get worn out, at least as far as I understand. So you know what? We're going to put this in my pack. I kind of don't like the fact that I'd have to switch to it if we have a close range engagement, but rather have the bow in my hand for most normal situations. All right, so as I said, I would prefer to be in the city, if I can be, to sleep out the night. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if there's anywhere where we can actually sleep, though. Doesn't appear that it's letting me do that. The Detroit Savings Bank is now an option, so I could try and break into the Detroit Savings Bank again. It didn't work last time. The Concrete Forest Apartments might have somewhere to sleep. So arriving at Concrete Forest Apartments, you immediately see the resemblance. Towering structures stand at regular intervals, like giant artificial trees. Crisscrossing laundry lines, string lights, and contra code balcony modifications complete the illusion. Below the ground is an organic patchwork of community gardens and trash heaps, gutted huts of cars and playgrounds, those who call the forest home and those who sleep in its shadow. It feels a bit like a street fair collided with a refugee camp in the ghetto. Step into the block and start looking around. Alright, so what I want is just a place to sleep. There's a canteen truck strategically positioned curbside near the main walk. People are lined up at the illuminated side window, and a mixture of steam and smoke stream from its openings. Nearby, music booms from where a crowd has gathered. It's all bobbing shoulders and legs from here, but you do see a car's hatchback sticking up from near the center. One of the towers has a C-store at ground level. A lonely few are inside, but it doesn't seem very popular. And there's the ubiquitous knockoff vendor barking at passersby. Yeah, so there's nowhere to sleep here. I mean, the C-store is just a convenience store. The crowd is just it's a party. As far as I know, there's not even anything to do here. The sidewalk is vibrating with bass as you approach, and the scene begins to make a bit more sense. A wide-body metallic red hatchback is parked near the center, as doors and hatch wide open to expose an array of lights, speakers, and subs. You can almost feel the air move in time with the beat. Meanwhile, b-boys are taking turns, mixing moves and styles both familiar and strange. It astounds you how the human body can do these things, how humans still push the boundaries of an art form older than you can imagine. The high positive energy feels so foreign after days in the wild. Everything out there seems to be forgotten in this hot bath of sound and energy. You stick around a few moments more, soaking up raw culture, then turn back to matters at hand. Yeah, so nowhere to sleep. And that's kind of, a bummer. I mean, again, I don't really understand what the point of the Detroit megacity is at this point. The Red Gnome is just a place to eat food, from what I remember, but we can just check. Yeah, it's a canteen. So the Red Gnome is an exception in an already exceptional city. It's situated, well, it's a diner, technically. Situated on a busy corner in Gate 11's Neon Alley. The single-story streamlined diner defies the densely packed high-rise and elevated roads around it. In fact, several adjoining buildings seem to grow over the diner, using the precious space above its roof. It seems almost untouchable on an otherwise claustrophobic warren of glittering skyscrapers and patchwork overpasses. All right, I'm just gonna leave because this doesn't have what I'm looking for, but yeah, it's just a diner. So I'm not gonna read all this flavor text. It's not really what we're looking for, so I'm just gonna leave. I can always read that flavor text another time. There's a Haggerty Health Clinic. I don't think there's a place to sleep, and if there was, I'd probably be charged for it, probably a hefty sum. I mean, we can check. I'm not going to read through all of this right now. I'm just going to enter and see what they have so that we can see if it's even worth my time. So we've got blood transfusions. We've got just various procedures. Yeah, so this isn't going to provide me with sleep, and this is for augmentation, all of which I can't afford. So we're just going to leave. We could try the Detroit Savings Bank thing again, but again, I don't have any better ability to hide from her, so I guess we're just going to find one of these spots where, yeah, players warmed by a campfire, but is easier to spot. That seems to be where we are. So if we take a look here, yeah, so there's a trash barrel fire that should warm us. So we don't have any shelter in this campsite, but we can always make one. I don't know if sleeping in this area is a good idea or not. I've never done it, so... Oh, we don't have sticks. So never mind, we aren't going to have any shelter of any kind in this area, but it is what it is. I don't have really a whole lot of anywhere else to go. I mean, I could go into the forest here, grab some sticks, and come back. I don't know how safe we are in this area, if I'm perfectly honest with you. All right, you know what? We will go into the woods here. I'm going to go ahead and... You gotta be joking me. There's literally a shotgun right here. I was just talking about how I wanted a shotgun. It's not in great condition, but it's worth 500. So I'm just going to put this on my shoulder. And we're going to go right back into the junk market. And we're going to sell it. Now, that would have been a great find earlier. But, again, it's not in great condition. So I feel like I can feel not too bad about selling it. I'm actually even tempted to take the crowbar with me, too. This is worth 19 bucks, so I'll take that with me. I don't think anything else in here is probably worth it. We do have this, which is not worth it's probably worth taking. And all right, so the real thing I want here, we're gonna have to. Well, no, that's not true. I'm gonna have to end the turn here regardless, but. Oh, okay, so it doesn't let me do that even though normally that doesn't take any action points to do. There's a can of soup here. I'm gonna empty that out, and I'm just gonna... Oh. I was about to eat what was in there, but it's just a empty... It's just an empty chip bag, so not really worth my time. Alright, well that was an interesting find. Let's end our turn. Go to the junk market. And we'll sell the shotgun if there's enough room in the inventory. See, it doesn't let me pick up things that I can't afford. So this buckshot is just going to be sitting there. All right, so... Oh, that's interesting. It went right in to there. All right, and... Probably the easiest way to get this fitting in here is if we... There we go. So I feel a little bit bad selling that, but again, at 32%... Especially as heavy as it was, I don't think we're going to end up with that. Okay, let's go ahead and sell this. Oop. Ended up picking up the bow on accident there. Let's go ahead and sell this. Okay, and there's nothing new here. I don't know how often this thing replenishes. But I think we're going to be on our way at this point. A shotgun is really tempting, though. All right, let's go ahead and get back to the task. Which honestly was wasting a lot of my time, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. We should have enough to manipulate the woods here. Sorry, there was... When I went to the crafting, I was starting to think that there might have been stuff on the ground. All right. So what I'm really interested in is just grabbing some sticks. So what we're looking for is just another one of those campsites. Which is probably... Oh, we got one right here, so... There we go. So I'll go ahead and make my shelter now. And I don't know if we really need to set up anything to alert me of passerbys. I mean, maybe, but... Yeah, I guess so. Just, you know, a little bit of caution here. So I'll do 3 noise traps. Hopefully we have enough. We'll array that around. That should be enough. Okay. Let's go ahead and sleep. And the fire shouldn't go out, so we're perfectly fine here. Matter of fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the sticks out of my pocket because I don't really feel like we need that. And we'll just go back to sleep. Okay. Go back to sleep again. All right, morning. Go ahead and dismantle the camp. And all the noise traps. Now, water is a little bit of a concern right now, but I can manage getting my hunger and everything addressed here. Oops. Slightly misplaced that. Okay. So we're ready to head out. Let's start moving. Well, actually, we do want to go to the Last Chance Canteen here because I do want some food. All right, so we're just going to eat the Veggie Bowl because I think it's the safest thing here. And it's fairly cheap. Didn't fill me up that much, but we have a lot of money, so I'm all right buying a couple of them. And it does do some things for our thirst. So this is going to be the last that I do. Okay, let's go ahead and leave. All right. I forgot to use the sleeping bag. I probably should have used the sleeping bag last night. All right, well, that's all right. Anything else in the campsite? Nope. All right, let's get out of here. So now our goal is just to head back up north. We've already explored the coast. The coast is probably not the right way to go. As a matter of fact, I think we're better off going up this route here because there's a lot of open ground that we can take advantage of. So, yeah, I think that's a path we're going to end up taking. And then turn. I do want to take a look just at what we've got here. So if I see a watering hole, I should probably fill up. What is it that I'm scavenging here? An open field. I don't think so. I don't want to waste the time. This is going to be a good spot, I think, to get water. So that's where we're going to head. Either that or over here somewhere. But I think this is a little bit more out in the open. So that's where we're going to go. All right, this is going to be done through the crafting. And we're going to do that again. Fill up as much water as we can. Now, most of this is not sterile. Matter of fact, just to get this taken care of, I'm just going to go ahead and drink the last of the sterilized water that we have. So that I know that all this water needs sterilized now. Now, as much as we can carry a lot of water, I'm not going to carry all of it because of how burdened it's going to make us. But we definitely need the water. So I'm even thinking about taking this much as well. All right, let's head out. So we're back to being burdened, unfortunately. Ooh, I was about to say, I thought I was about to forget my bow here. Okay, so I think that we're going to go ahead and put a cut in the video here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Melsgunner, signing out.